really beast you up, Greg, and take you out of your game. One of the most physical wings, I think, in the NBA.
And not the most flexible athlete, but he makes up for that with that strength that you mentioned. It allows him to control the pace. I mean, he's a bumper and a grinder and hitting a big three out of nowhere. So he's what we call a true gamer.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Splitters checked in for Horford. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Kyle Korver. The Hawks leading by 5. And it's blocked. Here's Johnson. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy. How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
And Holiday throws it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there. And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Looking at Jay Crowder, he got traded from Dallas to Boston in the Rondo deal last season. Nobody expected all that much from him. All he did was go out and become one of the most valuable players on that team.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Turner comes in for Crowder, and it's Rozier in for Branson. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. The offensive rebound. Celtics trail by 9. And the basket by Rozier. Rozier's got 9.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Here's Schroeder. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Dennis Schroeder out of Germany. His teammates give him a hard time about putting mayonnaise on everything. He eats a turkey burger with mayo before every game. And let me tell you, no need to change because he's settling in just fine.
Olynyk, he's checked in for the Celtics. Lee comes in for Amir Johnson. Turner with the steal. That's good, and it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got his 8th assist in the game. And Schroeder, who's out of Germany, a pretty wealthy country, but he had a pretty hard scrabble upbringing.
Yeah, he had some brushes with authority early on in his life. He's still relatively young, so in the past, I think he's in a really ideal situation in Atlanta right now.
The Hawks again can't hit, but they get it back. Atlanta again missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's Mack. No luck. And it's Boston the other way.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
And a wide open look for Lee. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Mack. He's guarded by Thomas. Mack, good.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
It will go down. And the Hawks lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Olynyk.
And the thing with Kelly Olynyk, he does some stuff that really helps you, and some also that will hurt. I mean, he's highly skilled. He's got the deep range, textbook positioning in terms of the post. A lot of tricky moves down there. Yet he has a hard time being effective against great athletes. which the NBA is filled with. So he's going to have to evolve as a basketball player if he wants to be effective.
Atlanta calls timeout. Well, back to Kelly Olynyk. As a coach, you have to identify the matchups where he can be effective because Clark is against explosive long limb guys. They'll take advantage of him.
Yeah, they will, but in the right matchup, he's effective. He can help. He makes 35% of his threes, has done that for the last 2 years, and I think he gives you some toughness and rebounding as well. I like him as a second-unit player.
Teague, the pass to Scott. The Hawks working the ball around. Korver, good. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Atlanta?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers. And bunches.
And that one's good. 16 points for Teague.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Shoots a fader. Here's Horford. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
Turn it.
Now here's Olynyk. Defense is right there. And the foul on Mike Scott. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the defense.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Taken away by Holiday. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Hawks on top. They lead by 12. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Turner is out there with Avery Bradley. Then it's Amir.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
Teague drives in. It's blocked. To the middle. Count it, and the Atlanta leads cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Johnson.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Horford. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Bradley can't get it to go. The Hawks leading by 8. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Horford. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And it's 6 points for Al Horford.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce. And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
The drive by Scott. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That is his first foul of the game. Thomas checked in for the Celtics.
Checking in for your Celtics, Isaiah Thomas.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Korver dishes to Scott. Back to Korver. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from the wing. And it's off the back rim. No good. There's the pass to Crowder. And stolen by Scott. And there's Korver on the assist by Scott. And that's 15 points in the game for Kyle Korver. Sullinger, left side. The feed now to Crowder. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. And it's good. 20 points for Teague.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Thomas's shot is off. The Hawks leading by 9. And Holiday kicks to Teague. Pass to Korver. And the layup falls.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Outside Bradley. Korver with the defensive effort. The Hawks have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. And the foul on Avery Bradley. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Shot from the inbound. Korver double team.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
That's good.
Mike Scott.
Scott's got the lead up to 13 now for Atlanta.
Pedal to the metal right now, really pushing.
And 3 of their last 5 makes here coming in transition. And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
A nice shot by Teague.
Assist from Al Horford.
Well, for the Celtics, this one not looking good. Outside Thomas. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Outside Teague. Latrey. And the shot is good. Teague's got 25 points. Horford. And it's Bradley with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Looking at the game for Crowder, 15 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter. Well, you could see a change in the play with the Celtics after the trade deadline last year. Adding Isaiah Thomas gave them some pop off the bench and really created some balance for them offensively.
Celtics trail by 14. Teague drives in. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. And that was something the Celtics needed, adding Thomas, a player that could come in and provide far instant offense for them off the bench.
And, Kevin, I think that was a turning point for them last year. I mean, they saw that they had a chance to make a big leap forward after the trade and responded accordingly.
Down low. Here's Horford. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Hawks.
Clark, this was a physical game.
Yeah, but the awareness they had offensively to penetrate really was the difference.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Teague. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
To the inside. It's tipped. Here's Crowder. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. So it's Atlanta now. At one point, they led by 16. And the foul on Mike Scott. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight. But we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
Here's Holiday.